the mayor situation.
Sure.
I think so we'll just say this man. Hello, good morning, and welcome to TDN Africa Media. Don't forget that this is the Breakfast Show with me, Sylvia John.
And I am Franklyn Williams.
The Breakfast is a current affairs program coming up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. live in all of our social media platforms at TDN Africa Media. We'll be right back after this break.
In today's edition of our program, we shall be talking about the Valentine's Day, which we are celebrating today, and also the SLPP party under the flag bearership of retired Brigadier Madabio has endorsed Julie Jallo.
These and many more we have in today's edition of the Breakfast Show. So do not touch the dial, as we will be right back.
As we approach the 2023 elections, different political parties are presently engaging in endorsements, and also they are finding their candidate that will represent him. The leading party, SLPP, under the flag bearership of retired Brigadier Madabio, has endorsed the Vice President, Dr. Julie Jallo. Our reporter engaged people about this, and they're giving their different opinions. Let's have a watch.
Hello and welcome to TDN Africa Media.
Welcome.
Your name, sir?
My name is Mohamed Wise, and I'm a news vendor.
Mohamed, yesterday the SLPP began a convention with the President Julius Madabi, you know, the flag bearer for the SLPP, because of the incumbent, and in be endorsed Julie Jallo for being running mate. What's in your view or your opinion concerning that?
My own view and my own look takes upon that endorsement where he do, you know, be surprised. Though last week's on transfer, we can take from one of the third opposition party when an NGC will be getting rumors, and we get a confirmed source when the chairman be resign, and even other stakeholders where they be left the party. As a news vendor, who they say they see the caption and we deal with the journalism. So like the rumors be they go say, you know, you don't transfer go SLP when I can young color way they for go get as a running mate. But me for me, you know, when a party business, I be saying say, you know, it look tight. So if the president come, he choose a vice endorser for 2023 election, I mean, not a surprise to me because a man way I believe say he get faith in him, then from there he don't work with her, he know him. So if he choose him, not a surprise for me. Me only took some more about the vice way when they travel, you know, for go out for house investors and other things. They really think the way it will happen in the end of the power way nobody see the vice, but see maybe sometimes as a vice able for talk. You get me only past this August something will be happen as the way the vice be talk and we can get state of emergency, we be a coffee order. I believe say that's why they even try. Because if you not been do that, they actually you know something for to happen. But as a patriotic citizen, if the party choose and endorse a vice as a one image, I believe say he believe in them. So if you ask me now wait and me look upon the pie in endorsement we do, I'm not that no more way me see. Way you not surprise for me.
Okay. You mentioned NGC and Kande Yumkela. So now the president don't endorse Julia for being on image again. What does that mean for Yumkela? Will you don't talk say in don't left in party and come over to the SLPP, though we not get confirmed reported on that, but we still be the rumor say yes, something like that will happen. So what do you mean for Yumkela? Will the pardon choose Julia now, not choose in the Yumkela?
This I just say really with daddy there, with uncle them, even with grandpa, they're not ready for develop the country. Because when you watch I believe say I'm doing when this 2018 election be that happen. One time I still remember at the front of post office where they say between the president now when Amada Bio and Nunkala where the panel don't be the president. They say whether they can make peace. I see them pass, then go continue, then take it. You know, most of the journalists have been did it, that they did. So I can't say well why Mother Yumkala no go be as a running mate. They say no, not this. So if he left that party, they don't go form other party. He don't did it for how many years. He left it back, they come. And then really at the judge can say, what really you know them politicians they want for do because can you imagine say be they say no likely also say be don't do it before. Then talk to you. I believe the people they don't talk to her. You know go just left and not talk to her. Then now you don't decide for good. So that be looked out. But some maybe they say because you don't go there, they will go get a particular position when a vice, when he made this, that. Now the president don't go endorse. So me really, you know, I believe say them in the for don't just think they say how best they will be for see. They will be all for country for develop this country. You get me? But if you don't do this on side, then I don't left under. They don't go under now. For really, now, I don't see a happen with my guy. You know, I say later on in politician career, he done. Then now they say to her, really me, I'm not gonna say anything, but it really go difficult.
Oh, well, that is the thoughts and opinions of people. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and that was theirs. But what do you think, Franklyn? What do you think about the president going with the same person that he ran with the last election? He's going with the vice president. What do you think?
Well, I think it is welcoming for the president as well, and he feels safe working with the vice president, and he thinks by choosing him or endorsing him as his running mate, that will help him to work together and bring development for the country as a whole.
Yes, that was what I was going to say, because you cannot choose somebody to be by your side that you're not comfortable with,
exactly,
or that you cannot work properly with. If he thinks that they are working hand in hand, if he thinks that they make the best team, he chooses him. And I think that is fair because they all have their own rights into that. And speaking of that, there is a press release going around that was out yesterday. The press release stated that all the mayors should vacate their position effective 1st March. And Mayor Kashop Olankole had a lot to say in an interview. As in his words, he stated that that was so disrespectful. They had no regard for their job. They should at least appreciate the things that they do. What do you really think about that? Because he is saying that it is too soon. Things like that has never happened. But the press release clearly stated that election is coming closer. So they have to vacate. What do you think?
Well, according to the Local Government Act, Section 127, it stated here that as soon as you want to reach the elections or you trying to embark on elections, that all people that are holding public offices should step aside. And I think they should just respect that and go by that.
He also quoted because I was listening to the interview, he also quoted a part of the institution that said that, he said it's too far. It should have been around April or May, but March, it's too far because the election will be taking place June 21st. So March, April, May, he's stating that it is too far, and there was nothing like a meeting or discussion or something that they were expecting. They just wake up one morning and the letter was circulating that they should just leave. And yes, he said that was disrespectful. I could see a reason why he would think that.
Or he think like they should be informed earlier.
Yes, he think that they should be appreciated for their work. He think that there should be some sort of discussion or some sort of sitting, maybe thanking them and said, well, you've done a great job, but take this letter, you guys should vacate the place this way.
And also, Honorable Abdul Kagbo also lamented on this discourse. Like, he says that this thing shouldn't happen and they should have informed them earlier, or also like they should have waited to have a consultation with all the local council heads.
Yes, and I would say this letter and these talks, it mostly feels with most of the mayors, I would say, even though they're not coming out that way. But there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of side talks that it wasn't done properly. It just wasn't done properly. I think they're used to every time if there's going to be an election or changes, they should have that talk, they should have that, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen.
But don't you think that they should know that as we are approaching election, like these things happen, and stepping aside a month or two will make them to prepare well to go into the elections?
Very true, very true. As we said, we do not really own their thoughts and opinions. That is what they think. That is what they're saying. Because, like I said, I was listening to an interview done by Olankole, and that is what he said. And you are telling me about an honorable as well. So they are thinking that things are not being done, but I think this is politics in Sierra Leone. Now the election are coming all over again. People are finding excuses. People are doing this and people are doing that. But we hope you guys circulate best of ways, and the letter has already been passed. So we
just hope they abide by the letter as well.
Yes, because we do not want a violent country. We want everything to be smooth and fine. Well, guys, we will be right back. We just want to take a short music break so you can run and do what little things you want to do, and run back to listen to TDN Africa Media so we can give you the credibility that we're known for. We'll be right back.
What's it no be Magaloso. Even as things go, they go my way. Even the days I no get nothing at all. Magaloso. Now me wait they drive your bus. Now me wait they drive your keke.
What a boy!
Magaloso.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you can be part of the program by sending in your text messages on the numbers showing on your screen. Or you can send in your comments in the comment section below. There has been reports of several people that wants to be flag bearer of the All People Congress Party. And these people have been engaging their party membership for their support. The former Honorable Adikali Kamara has declared to run for the flag bearership of the All People Congress Party. He made this statement via a press release and also an engagement at the party headquarters. Sylvia, what do you think about people like who wants to lead the All People Congress Party, like people are declaring for the flag bearership position, the likes of the Samuel Kamara, and now we've seen the Adikali Kamara?
I haven't really seen a person that is a surprise, like Honorable Amara Adikali Kamara. Those are the people, when they say APC, those are the people that are in it. He was a former honorable, and yes, he was serving for the Whole People's Congress Party in the parliament. Okay. So it did not come as a shock or as a surprise, given that, I don't know, but Sierra Leone, rumors always come before the truth. This has been a rumor before now he declares that he wants to be a flag bearer. I don't think that it is a surprise. I think it is great. I think that everybody do have a fair shot, given the fact that...
You made mention of everybody do have a fair shot, like it is happening at the moment, like wherein people are throwing in their support for a leading candidate. Like, what do you think, like, he will survive?
Well, this is the thing about politics. I would not really say he would survive or he wouldn't, but I think he has a fair shot. I think everybody that is in the party that is well known do have a fair shot. I think Dr. Samura Kamara do have a fair shot. I think all of them do have a fair shot. Yes, he also has a fair shot because, like I said, those are the people, when you're talking about All People's Congress Party, they're the people that you will always hear the name. They're the people that will work underground at the party. They're the people that, they're just the household names of All People's Congress Party. And I'm happy to see, like, they're coming out in numbers to say, I want to be a leader, I want to be a leader, I want to be a leader. And this is an advice that I would throw out to every viewers and loved ones or Sierra Leoneans as a whole. Do not forget that the election will be held on June 21st, and all you have to do is go cast your vote, come back home and relax. It is always a public holiday on the day of elections. Avoid anything that has to do with violence. Let's try to protect our life and stay safe. Anything?
Well, you just said that, and we are trying to encourage people to stay peaceful during these elections. And this will be one of the most decisive elections in years. Because, like, we are seeing the energy people are throwing in these particular elections, and we just hope and pray that it will be successful. And on that day, people will go about their normal business. They will be at home, sitting with their families, friends, and all. But we are just trying to ask you guys to please, please, please stay violent-free in this election.
And stay safe. And probably all you have to do that day is to relax and go to your screen and just type TDN Africa Media, whether on Facebook, whether on YouTube, whether on TikTok. Just type TDN Africa Media and you will know everything that is happening outside your comfort zone. But make sure you're comfortable because your safety is a priority to TDN Africa Media. Do not forget that this is a station that cares for you and that gave you the credibility that you're looking for.
And looking towards the election, you just made mention of people joining in, tuning in TDN, and also it will cover everything. We'll cover everything, like we'll bring the detail that will be happening in this election. I'm sure about that, right?
Yes, we will. We will. And all you have to do, like I said, is to relax and tune to TDN Africa Media because we're here for you. This is another topic that is in ground because this is something that happens even internationally. Today is Valentine's Day. I would say Valentine's Day are for teenagers, adolescents, that kind of thing because yesterday, at Minde Church, I did saw a pile of gifts and flowers and everything. A woman was selling them, and then I watched and say, "Oh, Valentine is coming."
And also, normally these sellers normally go to the schools. They normally stand right in front of the school gates and
I think it happens at convents.
Even the annuals.
So I would say this is for teenagers because...
So do you have anyone you would like to show love today? Like it's Valentine's Day?
Valentine's are not for adults.
No, they are for adults. Like you have a family.
Valentine's are not for adults. Like I said, I did saw it yesterday and I was like, another day for oppression. But I would like to give an advice to teenagers and adolescents that it is a weekday, so it's a school day. Make sure you go to school. Make sure you pay attention and listen to your teachers. After school, you go home first, and anything you have to do, you do it then. Because
anything you have to do, you do it then?
I'm just trying to safeguard the schools because you can go home and then when you go home, anything else is your personal life.
So
don't do anything in your school
let me come
uniform.
in. Like, what do you plan on doing immediately after work today?
After work is work and sleep.
Work and sleep, and you're looking lovely today. Look at the smile.
Thank you. You don't look bad yourself. You look amazing.
Thank you.
But yes, like I said, do not do anything in your school uniform because we know how it goes down. You do anything that jeopardizes your school, you get suspended or expelled or things like that. And I did hear there are some schools that ban things like anything red, those pens and flowers. They do not want it in their school compounds. So as young children, I advise you guys.
That is key. But Sylvia, like, let's talk about the importance of this day. Like, it used to be a Christian celebration, but now people will take it as spreading love to their loved ones and also sharing gifts to their loved ones. Like, but teenagers normally see this day as a day of doing or engaging themselves in unproductive activities. And I want us to talk about like the real significance of this day, like the concept of school-going children. They have perceived this day to be as if like it's the day they will explore themselves, like doing things that they are not supposed to do. Like, what do you have to say to them? Like, trying to talk to them, give out the best advices to them and all.
If I could say anything of my personal opinion, I did not have anything about Valentine's. Yes, it used to be a Christian holiday, but I think people are trying to make any sad occasion turns to a fine, love-giving situation. I think they're just trying for it to be joyful. We all have seen even the birth, death of Jesus. We all celebrate those things. So I think they're just trying to turn a situation to another situation. Okay. And even though we complain so much about the economy, I know people are enjoying, people are going to receive gifts. But like I said, I want you guys to stay safe. I think it's their opinion to do whatever they want to do. You might call it unproductive, and they will think it is productive. But as young girls, please don't go too fast, because even your parents will not like that.
Exactly. Because most of these teens these days, they engage in some activities that are not good, and we are trying to make them see reasons to be safe, more especially the young girls.
Yes, and speaking of that, last year there was 2 reports of missing girls. I could still remember.
On Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, yes.
Okay.
So you guys should really stay safe. We all know the elections are coming in. We all know that the country is not safe. The world in general is not safe. It's not like a stable thing. So we just hope, as young girls, you could be safe. And with that, I want to say let's go for another short break, and we'll come back to gist.
Danny Beats Classic.
See this life with a leave zone. Now by grace with a break home. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. See this life, we no fake. Now by grace with a break. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. Don't be a hater. Life na jeje. We no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Some man tend don't pass, some man tend don't reach, some man tend not carry, so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process, so wait. All job getting days, seda for the other. Hard work get for pain, not for me like DA, unlock not be same. Are you one gain where you not conquer the pain? Look for me watch, timeless. Money making for me mindset. Take every chance if in the slightest. Skyscraper life, I will live until the highest. Life, we not fake. Now by grace, we dey pray. You gon' make calm when the tank come. Pull you temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. One step at a time, you must reach. Use your 8 sketchy muscle till you get rich. Work hard and put the bank now you pocket. Slow down, no shortcut profit. You see the patient, them patient for what's bitter. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Some man tend don't pass, some man tend don't reach, some man tend not carry, so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process, so wait.
Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, don't forget that this is TDN Africa Media, and this is our breakfast show. Integrated Development did go to schools, especially the Vine Memorial School, giving children advices on how to track down their male stress cycle. I think that's key, something that is very important, because as girls, it is hard. I don't know if you would understand, but as girls, it is hard sometimes to like take notes, because this is something that did happen to girls and women, ladies, every month, and you should catch them that young. Now they're growing up. Now they're starting on those things. Now is the time to like catch them, to track it down. We did see the first lady distributing menstrual pads, which is also an important thing, because if we want to be honest, they need them.
Yes, of course, they need this, and visiting them in school, like explaining to them about the importance of their menstrual cycle, like will help them, and also help in their personal development.
Yes, as a woman. And they did ask so many questions. because there were teachers there from Integrated Development. That is an organization, by the way, that has been for years and years, and they make it a project for like every year or every time. They have this seasonal thing that they go to schools, explain to children about different topics, just try to educate them on that topic. And the Vine Memorial Schoolgirls asked so many questions. They were very curious to learn. They were very curious of so many things. And we just want to say thank you, because you are doing a great job for the society.
We just need things like this, like educating them.
Yes, we do.
And also, don't you think like including these type of topics in their curriculum will help as well? Like, it is based on personal development.
It is. It will help massively. Like I said, even the principal did thank them, because anything developmental, that is what we want to see in Sierra Leone. Everything developmental, everything that helps the young to grow, because they are our future leaders.
Exactly. The Lincoln University over the weekend held their graduation ceremony. We saw wearing the Minister of Tertiary Education was there, and also it is welcoming for their students, because over the years we've seen
a lot of things yes,
happening with
yes.
Lincoln University in
yes.
terms of fees issues, and
yes, there were some protests, there were some social media stunts going around, because I did have a few people that were attending, and when they just stopped the whole thing, they were like crying, stressed.
Exactly. And also we see we are in like people, a class of 2019, they graduated over the weekend. Don't yes. you think like it took them years for this opportunity?
It does, but this is the thing about education. Education ain't cheap. That's the thing. It has to take patience, it's courage, but more especially patience. Because imagine after all these years, they're finally graduating. Now you have to go to the world and eat
and
food.
Also, the important thing about this, like today and tomorrow, they will be issuing out their certificates, because most of these government universities, it takes them 6 months
yes.
for their certificate to be issued out.
Yes. And I would like to say to you guys, congratulations. So now they are having all this chance for employment. They have to, I feel so excited for them, given the fact that they have have this huge encounter and huge suffering.
And we would like to wish them luck as they go into the universe. And also, we hope they contribute to nation building.
All this is good talks, but as this election nearby, I think election topics are like key and something.
They're coming.
Yes, there's declaration today, there's declaration tomorrow, there's this thing today, there's this thing tomorrow. And I heard that the McKinney convention was very successful by the All People's Congress Party. I heard that they have this blast of time. Everything went on smooth and safe.
And we are hoping for that, like everything, like it should be peaceful.
Yes, I think there's an emphasis on that. But anyway, guys, you have been with us, and it is lovely to have you guys here. I want us to go for another short break. You know me, let's go and come back.
Daddy Beats Classic. See this life with a leave so. Now by grace with a break home. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. See this life, we no fake. Now by grace with a break. You gon' make calm when the tank come, pull you temper. Don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Some man tend no pass, some man tend no reach, some man tend no career, so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process, so wait. All job getting days, seda for the other. Hard work get for pain, not for me like dear, unlock no be same. Are you one get where you no conquer the pain? Look for me watch, timeless. Money making for me mindset. Take every chance if in the slightest. Skyscraper life, I will live until the highest. Life, we no fake. Now by grace, we dey pray. You gon' make calm when the tank come. Pull you temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. One step at a time, you must reach. Use your 8 sketchy muscle till you get rich. Work hard and put the bank now you pocket. Slow down, no shortcut profit. You see the patient, them patient for what's the task. Rub and take it taste sweet. Watch, you see the patient where tortoise get for waka. Slow till it grow big. Life not too sweet like a that. Too rough, not smooth like a that. You for be a living proof of your past. You not bomb. With the 10 reach, you go black. This life, we no fake. Now by grace, we dey break. You gon' make calm when the tank come. Pull you temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda, we know say we must better. You know go ever walk a 1 mile if you step na me shoe, but I still get the courage and perfect all the moves. Cause them they expect me for lose, but I go against all odds, so now
to say we do not own any copyright of that song. We are doing it for entertainment purposes.
As the world celebrates World International Radio Day yesterday, the Minister of Basic Education, Dr. Moinina Senge, yesterday our platform wherein there will be a single frequency for in the educational sector. And we saw we are enjoying the Ebola time, like people we are engaging in these type of educational forums.
Even the corona. I also benefited from that because we were all asked
the education program.
Yes, I did benefit from that a lot.
I could say yes, of course, I benefited because at that time I just entered the university at that time, and it was a welcoming situation wherein kids, even people that are in colleges, will benefit from these situations. And don't you think like having a single frequency will help in a way that the ministry will help to pass out their information and also engage in a radio teaching program because the time is limited for them?
Yes,
as well.
It is very helpful. It is a very good establishment. This is one thing I think Sierra Leoneans commended David Senge for because it is all for the education.
with they clean on a house. Now me with they wash on a car. Now me with they cook no no. Now me with they wash on a cloth. Now me with they walk for your shop. Now me with they hug no no. I become a person for my happiness, so still be my own. Everybody get roll, no me say your own bro, passing my own. I become a person for my happiness, so still be my own. Everybody get roll, no me say your own bro, passing my own. Because na God that they put on my feet, food on my plate, feet no return. My colossal. Even as things no they go my way, even the days I no get nothing at all. My colossal. Now me wait they drive your bus. Now me wait they drive your keke.
So sorry about that little break-in. We were having some transmission issues, but we're back. And as we were talking about the radio program, as yesterday was World Radio Day, and it was a special event. They made a special event about World Radio program, and we were talking about the Minister of Education, David Senge, and how he is all about educational stuff. And just a review again. We were saying how we benefited from the whole program in terms of when all these disasters came, like Ebola, and
The coronavirus.
And yes, I did benefited from it. You yourself said you benefited from it. And we think that it is a good initiative because in as much as there is the whole free quality education situation, there are still children who cannot go to school. And I believe by just sitting down,
I think like
listening to
introducing
radio,
this single frequency, it will be the first.
yes, it will be the first. It will. It is an amazing job.
And one thing I like about David Senge, he has the initiatives and he has the ideas, and some of the things are being done overseas, and he's trying to implement them in Sierra Leone, and which is welcoming as well for our school-going children. And we just hope like having these single frequency will also benefit for sure it will benefit the school-going children, but engaging, because nobody likes to tune into the conventional media no more, but we just hope and pray like they will try to sit themselves down and benefit from this wonderful work the minister is presently doing in the basic education ministry.
And yes, yesterday, this is just an aside, yesterday I was scrolling on TikToks and then I saw a rapper, famous rapper Cardi B. She stated that you guys are making, and imagine she's a rapper in America.
Yeah.
She said education is too expensive, and all these deadly diseases are around.
Yeah.
And you are charging people to be educated. You're charging people to be a doctor, to treat the sick. You are automatically making people to not want to go to school, to not want to learn. So I think that is a good initiative.
And also, like, don't you think, like, in this era, people are trying to secure their future by educating themselves? Like, we have so many people that are presently studying or presently engaging themselves in some kind of activities that will help them in the long run, and they're engaging in businesses, and also they're engaging in sports and the like.
And I would say business people are the gurus in every country. So that is something that is there, we would say. And this is all we have for you in today's edition of The Breakfast with TDN. Don't forget that this is a program that comes up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 to 9:30, live in all of our social media platforms at TDN Africa Media. We have been your host. I'm Sylvia John.
And hi, I'm Franklyn Williams.
Do have a blessed day and tune in
Tomorrow. Bye. Sandy Batsigawa.